Here we go. Whoa. What up, y'all? It's day one of the Everest Base Camp trek. Everyone's in the lobby with all of their bags, all of their day packs, and all of their suitcases. We're getting everything figured out. The bus will be here at 1:30 a.m. to pick us up, and then we're taking a 5-hour bus ride to Lukla Airport. And then from Lukla is the most dangerous airport in the world. And we're flying from there to our next stop, and hopefully everything goes good. Yesterday, every single flight got delayed at Lukla, so we're hoping we aren't gonna be like that. So let's go. I'm vlogging in the bathroom right now. Someone walked into me mid-vlog and walked into the bathroom and just locked eyes with me, and it was so scary. They're loading everything in the top of the van. Literally my one keychain, my good luck keychain, just shattered into a million pieces. I got all the beads. I'm gonna be beading the whole van right there. If that's not a bad omen, I don't know what is. We just found another bead.
It won't break on you.
Here we go. Hey guys, we are an hour and 30 minutes into our drive.
Just an hour.
It's been rough, but I'm eating it up. I love looking out the window. But some people aren't doing too hot. But please let me know so I can get a thumbnail. If you hurl, please give me a warning. Some people are taking bathroom stops, but certain people are gagging so hard they can't even go in the bathroom. It's just like a hole in the ground. I'm in the very back of the van. Somehow I got pushed to the very back, but I love it. Hello? I just peed off the cliff and I heard someone coming.
Oh my god. You guys
like the airport. From here, we're going to fly to the most dangerous airport in the world. It's in Lukla. So we just drove like 4 or 5 hours. All these mountains. Honestly, nothing's been more painful. My whole backside feels raw. They're taking off all these planes. We're hoping we're gonna get in at the 7 a.m. flight. There are so many people here that were stuck from yesterday. Oh, I think some are taking off. Also, just look at the air quality. The air quality is always so bad. It's always so dusty. We asked our driver yesterday why so many people that ride their bikes and everything, why they always have on jackets when it's really hot outside. They wear that to protect their shirts from getting dirty. They always wear jackets no matter how hot it is. Okay, we just heard it's only a 15-minute flight. If you go from the other airport, it's 45. But since we drove so much, only 15. Charlie's tying my shoes and she says I don't know how. Okay, it's been 2 hours since we were supposed to fly. Visibility is still good, even though there's so much smoke and there's been ashes like falling from the sky, but they said visibility is still good, so we should be good to go. We're just waiting for the green plane and then hopefully we'll finally be flying to Lukla. But while we were here, I met this guy named Theodore that's from Sweden, and he's traveling here with his dad, and it's just him and his dad in the group, and it's his dad's lifelong dream to come to Everest Base Camp, and he has like the same time frame as us, so I could be running into him at like every single tea house stop. And he's a party. We were talking, I don't even know how long we talked. I feel like I know all about his family, all about Sweden. Here's our guide. So that's our guide Mingmar, and apparently he's like one of the best guides here. People call him the snow leopard, and he just told me that we are ready to start weighing our bags and hopefully hopping on that plane soon. Okay, we're finally about to board. People are weighing their packs. I just got searched and they stole my dang nail clippers. I don't know if you can see that, but it says sus on it. Okay, we were supposed to leave at 7. It's now 11:30. And we haven't left yet, and the last plane, they had to circle back because the winds were so crazy. So no flights are going out right now. And we woke up at 1, and now we're just waiting. We got our plane tickets, but we're just waiting. Okay, it's 12:30. Our plane just barely landed, so hopefully we're boarding soon. But people are hopping out of it and kissing the ground, and they look so happy to be alive. And to make things worse, it's like 92 degrees Fahrenheit here, and all of our bags are just sitting out there in the hot sun melting, and I have so many chocolate protein bars and things are expanding. We're all freaking out. I got some dang snacks since I'm in such a salty mood. Okay, why are the mouths of these so tiny? I don't know. I can't fit my dang mouth on it. That is so dang tiny. I I hate Snickers. What can you do? When in Rome. It's 1:30. Our Sherpa just got us some water, but no word on the plane. And just when I thought today couldn't get worse. Okay, it's 2:30, so it's been another hour, and we are catching ashes on our tongues like snowflakes. It's miserable, but I'm kind of beating it up. Okay, we just got word. All flights canceled. It's pretty much 3:30. Everyone's packing up. I don't know, I kind of ate it up. I was just collecting my thoughts for like 9 hours. There's talks, there's rumors about getting a helicopter. We're just gonna have to see what happens. Okay, they're taking out all the luggage. Our bags have been in the 92-degree heat, are all melted. All of our batteries are probably ruined.
Greenland, South Africa, Argentina, Zimbabwe.
Okay, it's 3:30. One flight got out of Lukla. We're waiting until 4:30, so another hour. No way. People are boarding. So we found out this is our plane. So we have to wait for them to fly and then come back. So there's still a chance we won't make it, but everyone's boarding, everyone's flying, people are clapping. Charlie's so excited. She's ready to fly. Everyone's so excited that it's flying. It's been 9 hours and we are finally probably gonna take off soon. Our plane's probably about to land. This one's flying.
Your plane is coming, huh? Just the runway. Look at that, that is.
We're about to board. Okay, I guess we're doing a picture. We're trying to fight for the left side seats since they're the freaking best. We just had bad turbulence. So usual runways are 10,000 feet and the one we're flying to is 1,700 feet. We just dropped really hard. Namaste. Ooh. Easiest flight of my life. I thought it was going to be bad, but honestly, it was so smooth. The plane's about to take off again. It's going to be crazy. Okay, we put on some warmer clothes. I got on my fleece layer, and then I also got this for covering my mouth. And then we also had to get our headlights because we're going to be hiking like what we plan to hike today. So I think, how many miles do we have?
5 today.
And how long is that? 2 hours?
I thought they said like 4 hours. 900 feet
Oh,
of
boy.
gain. Not bad.
Okay, 4-hour hike. What time will that be when we get there?
It depends. Right now it will be at 10:30,
Oh, that's not bad.
but we're gonna eat dinner, I heard.
Oh. So maybe midnight, 11. We just found out we were the last flight of the day from that airport. We're at a bathroom stop. People are using bathrooms and we're headed to Phuoc Dinh. That's where we're staying for the night. Honestly, like it's been a really leisurely walk. The yaks are carrying all of our bags, like all of our duffel bags and everything. So they should be there when we get there, but I'm enjoying it. Just think about like all the people that haven't like trekked in the night. It's like so peaceful. Everyone's going to bed. It's just so cool. So this is like what we're walking on. Oh, I could trip. They're like super steep rocks. Okay, we probably got like 2 more hours. Put on my headlamp. And you know what happens at night, Charlie?
Huh.
The tickle monster comes to play. Okay, honestly, I say let's sprint the whole rest. So that was our first suspension bridge. And we have one tomorrow. And then we'll see this one in the daylight on our way back. Okay, we finally made it to our hotel. Wait, what time is it?
21:32, 9:30.
It's 9:30.
Hey, that's better than we thought.
I know. We hiked 5 miles in like 3 hours. It was tough, but we're chilling. We're getting our hot lemonade drinks. Ooh, that looks so good. Okay, we just finished eating and the food was so good and we got our tea house room. We're in room 101. We got a very, very nice bed right here. Looks so cozy. And then here is my roommate's bed. We're gonna do a little roommate reveal in a second. Here's our bathroom. It's honestly so nice. But roommate reveal.
Roommate reveal. Ah!
We are gonna have so much fun.
We are.
Sounds like a busy day tomorrow, but we'll see y'all then. Okay, it's day 2 of the Everest Base Camp trek. We got all our bags out here and then we're inside, we're eating porridge and some of the like honey ginger tea. There's a bunch of animals carrying our bags. I think we're waiting for our yaks and then all of our bags are going on our yaks, but we're just eating. I slept like it wasn't great. And also like this sleeping bag, I'm renting a sleeping bag and I don't fit in it. I'm too tall and my liner, I'm too tall for it too. So I was hanging out like halfway out of my sleeping bag and I kind of froze a little, but I shaved a little, put on my sunscreen, put on my chapstick. Now we're just eating and waiting to go. Today though, we are going to the freaking biggest suspension bridge in all of Nepal, I believe. We're going to the Hillary, oh my gosh. It's like Hillary, it's not coming to me, Hillary something. Every time I hear it, I'm like Hillary Duff, but it's not the Hillary Duff suspension bridge. And we went through we crossed a lot of suspension bridges last night, but I couldn't see them. I'm a little bit scared of heights. I couldn't see the ground. So I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. I'm a little scared. Why am I kind of eating though? Whoa, this is so cool. We're 1 mile like 0.3 and we're hiking 3 miles and then we got lunch and then another 3 miles. How you feeling, Charlie?
I'm feeling great.
I'm going to base camp!
It's really windy today, so we're thinking if we didn't fly yesterday, we probably wouldn't have flew today either. I took off my beanie. I feel like I look like Cyndi Lauper. We're waiting to get our permits and this protein bar was in my bag while it was in the hot sun for those like 10 hours when we were at the airport. It's all freaking melted and fallen apart. So we were like right here. That's where we're going. And then we're going straight to base camp right there. Okay, we just got our passports approved and we are about to head into, I'm gonna butcher this, Sagarmatha National Park. I had hat hair, but why is it kind of eaten? Okay, we're finally entering Mount Everest Park and we are just gonna start off with some good luck. Oh my gosh, it's a freaking stampede. What's this called, man? Our first TyBott.
Power 24 hours. Okay, enjoy guys.
Our first TyBott of the trip.
Terrible, but for my liking, it's pretty spicy. But
So this is the main meal we're eating pretty much the whole trek, and it's just rice and I only know rice. But that's so spicy, I'm dying from it. Try it, Cameron. I'm gonna try the rice.
glad we're doing this together.
The rice in here.
It's a little bit different.
Delicious. And we got some more ginger lemon honey tea that we're gonna mix up. This stuff's so good. The best thing is all of our food, you get unlimited like refills. So I'm just scarfing. Okay, I just reached in my bag to get some stuff and it's filled with water. Some of my socks are wet. It ruined a whole roll of toilet paper. And I'm trying to figure out what it is. I think it's the dang water bladder I got that I don't even use. So I don't even know what to do. I'm pissed off. My mom gets mad at me when I say the PO, but I am. We just finished eating. It was so good. Oh my gosh, it's starting to rain. And there's cattle with their dang bells always when I'm vlogging. But basically my whole pack inside of it soaked. My electronics almost got ruined. And the bad thing is it's so cold here that it won't dry. So my pack's gonna be wet for the next like 13 days. I'm gonna freaking lose my mind. I literally don't know what to do. My pants are getting wet right now since like the bottom of it's just touching the top of my pants. Okay, we're on our second hike for the day. It's another 3 miles and we're going to Namche Bazaar. And this one's apparently the hardest hike of the whole trip. I guess it's just stairs, and a lot of people are freaking out about it, but
Not us.
not us. Yeah, it's just my stair stepper workout at the gym, IRL. Okay, we're pulling up to the Hillary Bridge. It looks kind of scary, but it also looks peaceful. Looks a little beautiful. I'm leading the pack. Here we go.
We look like Ninja Turtles.
The rain's picking up a little. It's just been stairs for the past 5 minutes. I couldn't find my dang poncho. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So we made it to the Hillary Bridge. It's so beautiful. It kind of stopped raining just for us. We're supposed to be able to see Mount Everest up there, but we can't because, I don't know, probably the pollution once again, or like clouds, I guess. And we're just waiting for a whole group and then we're gonna cross it. Been a lot of animals crossing it. Every single time we've gotten to the bridge, like animals start coming and then we have to get off. Here we go. Oh, I'm running behind you. Whoa, holy cow. Wow. This is so cool. Oh, I almost slipped on some poop.
Wow, just stop.
It is so slippery. There's so much like yak poop and donkey poop on it. But I'm trucking. I'm just trucking along. Our guy just told us they're building a bungee jump right there. That'll be crazy.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wait, I would do it. I really would.
You would?
Yeah. It stopped raining, so I got my coat off and my beanie off. And there's a horse coming behind me, but there's rocks flying down this hill, and one almost hit me in the head. Okay, we got some people building the trail. Okay, it's just been uphill, like strictly uphill, just going up. I'm still having a blast. I'm not really feeling the altitude. Maybe I am a little. I'm breathing good. I'm breathing good. If I put on this thing though, which I'm supposed to be wearing so I don't get the kombu cough, like it makes me so miserable. 20 minutes left for the day. It's getting significantly chillier, but we're probably gonna be there by like 5 and then we're having supper, so I'm in good spirits. We're at like this checkpoint. I think they have to make sure everyone is doing okay. I'm doing great. I'm just like hungry and I haven't been drinking water and everyone's mad. By everyone I mean Charlie. We just made it to Namche Bazaar and it just came out of the middle of nowhere and it's huge. And there's like a little peak. There's a little peak right there. That's a religious peak and no one's allowed to climb it, but it's pretty close to the same elevation as Mount Everest Base Camp that we're going to for this whole trek. Y'all, I can't even describe, like this place is so crazy. Like how long it took us to hike here. Like how did they build these? I want some food. Oh, it's so warm. Okay, we just got our dinner for the day and we got momo and then some dipping sauce. And then this is garlic soup.
This is real. The soup's really yum.
Really?
Really good.
POV, me trying garlic soup for the first time. This is supposed to be really good for altitude sickness. Oh my gosh, that freaking burned the whole mouth. Kind of good. Okay, moving on to the momo. I'm just gonna use my dang hand.
Dakota, can you feel a difference yet?
Does not have much flavor. Okay, it's 7 o'clock. We just ate. I think some of us are going to bed, and we were told we got like 30 minutes until the power of the whole place goes out. So I need to get my headlamp, and they do have hot showers, but I'm kind of worried since I don't want to get all hot and then get all cold. Mindy took the key, and I don't know which room is ours. Okay, we just got in our room. I feel like it's way nicer than yesterday's. We got everything laid out. We're here today, and then also tomorrow night we'll be here too, and then we'll leave that following morning. So it's nice to kind of chill. We got a nice bathroom, and they left us the towel, so that'll be nice because I can't find my towel and I'm freaking out. It's almost 9 o'clock and I took a little hot shower and then I went downstairs and some people were staying up, so we all just talked. We talked with our Sherpa. Guess what? This freaking blew my mind. So our Sherpa's name is Mingmar, and we found out that means Tuesday because he was born on Tuesday. And I guess all the male babies that are born on Tuesday are called Mingmar. Like that's their first name. And so we found that out. Oh my gosh, it like rattled my whole brain. And like women are called, what is it? Like Ming Na if you're born on a Tuesday. And so every day of the week has different names. So that was really interesting. But we asked our Sherpa and we said, so like what day is actually the hardest day? And he said, so today was the third hardest day, and everyone's jaws dropped. We thought today's was the hardest, but he said Everest Base Camp's the worst. And then our second one is hiking down from like a different location. And I think that's on our 6th day or something like that. But we're all stressing since we thought today was the hardest day, and it's freaking not. I'm mad, but I'm just gonna go to bed. Hopefully I don't wake up a million times in the night because I'm freezing. But I got this like comforter that I'm gonna use, and then I got my sleeping bag liner and my sleeping bag. Both of those I don't freaking fit in. Good night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. Beautiful day today. I slept like a little baby, and listen to this. So my sleeping bag didn't fit me the first day, but all of a sudden, like last night when I slid into my sleeping bag, it fit me. Like it really did. Like all of a sudden it opened up, and I was sleeping snug as a little bug. But I went downstairs and told everyone that, and they're like, have you weighed yourself? I think you lost a lot of pounds. Hopefully not. I'm wearing my cozy thermals that I bought. I just wanted to be a little cozy for a second, but then I went downstairs and they're like, you haven't changed yet? So I'm changing. I've been trying to chug water since everyone's yelling at me. They're like, you aren't drinking enough water. And then also I'm going to try and eat more. Since dinner, I really didn't eat that much. And then like last night we were talking with our Sherpa, and he was saying how the altitude like makes you lose your appetite. And he's like, you guys all need to eat more. And I was like, oh, I just thought I wasn't hungry. So I'm gonna be scarfing up some breakfast. I got my little T-Rex gator thing, and I debuted my orange beanie. I have like my orange fit. That's my Everest Base Camp fit. And this is part of it. So this is a little tease. I'm doing a little sneak peek on my final outfit for the trip. Is this really a pancake? Yeah. Okay, here we go. What day is it? Day 3? Day 3. I know. Let's hike. We got all the yaks. There's our trail for the day.
Better than yours. No one.
Holy cow.
That's our trail.
We can finally see Everest. It's that one right there, that middle one. Right there. Okay, our little break's over, and now we're hiking back down to where we started, and then taking a different trail to that trail I showed y'all before. That's just like straight up. And then the end goal for today is to go to the airport. I believe there's an optional hike after that. That's the better views, but we'll see how I'm feeling. Okay, there's the full trail. Holy cow. Straight up, straight up.
Okay, lots of breaks.
Okay, most of our group is just going back down, but 3 of us and our guide are going to the hotel. There's our other group. We were told that usually this hike's like 1 hour, but we're timing ourselves. We're gonna get it down to 25 minutes. Oh, freaking easiest hike of my life. We're at Hotel Everest. This is the highest hotel in the world, and they better have fancy cups. Okay, it's 12:10. Oh,
12:10.
the guide told the whole group it would take an hour. We're here in 30 minutes. This is so fancy. Okay, we're looking at the menu. They got a bunch of good stuff. We are thinking about maybe getting a Toblerone chocolate. And we're also hoping the view clears up since Mount Everest is just right there. Could I get a small pot of the fresh ginger, lemon, and honey? Thank you. Are you videoing? That's hot. Wait, how do you even pick it up?
The interesting thing about Chile, platter, because it cools off faster. Hey, we missed. Cheers.
Ooh.
It's got Sanskrit on the package for sure.
Okay, we got our fancy plate. Look how fancy. The V is 2 V's. Wait. The V is the V in 2 places.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of ate with that.
That's a double V.
Yeah.
Almost like a double.
Okay, we just finished eating. We didn't really see the Everest peak, but we saw a couple other peaks, and the food was probably the best food of the trip. Those dang french fries were hidden. But now we're probably just gonna run down the mountain since we got here so quick. We can make it in 20.
20?
Maybe.
World record.
Okay, we just sprinted down. We were told it was gonna take like 40 minutes, but it took us like 25. Okay, we're waiting for lunch and Charlie's trying her first Toblerone. You just kind of snap it off. Okay, here we go.
Oh, it smells good.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, good or not good? Better than a Snickers? Vegetable soup.
Yeah, right there. Well, there's a charging.
So good.
Thank you.
We got some low times, so we're exploring the town. Okay, I'm getting these 3, one for my parents and then the other 2 for both sides of my grandparents. They're hand painted.
Thanks.
They had to crack open a whole nother box of Snickers.
Look at this.
We're buying them out. They just have everything you would possibly need for your trek. I kind of wish that I didn't shop at all and just shopped here. They have puffers, they have like genuinely everything. Rain covers, everything. There's some solar panels right there and they use these for all the lights. And then for cooking, for the hot water, they use propane. But it's kind of fun with all the solar panels. They usually use water to help power all of this, but there's not a lot of water right now. And that's why the power has been cutting out at night. The power in our room still freaking out, but I thought I'd give y'all a little haul of what I got. So first things first, I did get these that I showed y'all. Here's each one I got. They're all hand painted. Like I studied them to see if there were similarities. And they're all different and the paint's raised. And it came with a little envelope too. One of these I'm gonna keep for myself. And then I got a Toblerone. I got fruit and nut because you can't really eat the fruits here. This has fruits and nuts, so I'm gonna be eating it. And then finally, I got a chunky Kit Kat. Well, that's not finally. I got something crazy. I got a chunky Kit Kat. Drum roll, please. Y'all are gonna lose your mind. When I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, I need it. I need it. Drum roll. Toilet paper. I freaking hate buying toilet paper every dang second. Yeah, toilet paper is not like free here. Like none of the bathrooms have it. You gotta have a roll before you go. Well, our Sherpa's coming and picking us up in a couple of minutes, and then we're gonna get this famous carrot cake. I think it's chocolate carrot cake. People rave about it. People say it's the best cake ever. So we're gonna go there. And then after that, I think we're having pizza. I think some people are gonna shower. I'm probably gonna shower. I don't smell great. And also, if you look right there, there's my underwear and my shirt from like literally day 2 in Kathmandu that I got wet because I was exploring and I'm like, oh wait, like that'll be so perfect. I'll have clean clothes since I wash them in my sink. Yeah, they're still freaking wet. Let's go downstairs. I got one foot in the grave right now. I'm fighting demons. I'm so tired.
Yes. You want to bite mine first? The brownie looks good.
Charlie's being nice and letting me try a little bit of her chocolate cake.
Not that. Eat this.
Here we go.
Yes. Yes, just
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
Isn't that good?
It's so good. It is like tres
Tres
leches.
leches.
That's so good. We just found out that woman sleeping in the purple coat that I just barely showed you is the first female from Egypt to ever summit Everest. And a bunch of people here have all summited Everest. And I just ate some carrot cake by him. Just got back from the cafe. We talked to the cafe owner though, and he was telling us like everyone in the room. He knew everyone in the room. And he says when people are actually summiting Everest, they'll do their camps like Camp 1, Camp 2. And then like right when they're about to summit, they'll fly back here and then go to that cafe. And then they'll fly back and then summit Everest. And he knew everyone. He's like, yeah, that person's the first person to summit Everest from this country, da 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 da. He just knew everything. And they had all these pictures all over the walls of him with like certain famous people and people that have summited Everest. By famous, I mean like famous climbers. And then he's like, could I get a picture with y'all? And he took a picture with us. And we said, oh, are we going on like your wall? And he said, yeah. So we could be on the wall. So if you're ever here and you're at that cafe, we could be on the wall. But now we're just kind of chilling. People are showering. I don't want to shower right now. I don't. So I'm just going to go down in like that restaurant and just hang out. Okay, it's dinner time. We got a veggie pizza with yak cheese, and then we got my least favorite soup ever. Garlic
So good.
Everyone else likes it, I don't. Okay, first time trying yak cheese. Well, actually, I feel like I've had yak cheese before, if we're being real.
It's good.
I shall.
It tastes like regular cheese. Yeah.
Where's the flavor?
That's what I was about to say. It doesn't really have any flavor.
Oh, really?
It's good, but it's flavorless.
I don't know. I just put a lot of salt on it. So
Yeah,
let's see if that
salt will
changes
salt
it.
will that. Maybe some hot sauce. It's good, but it's
Some hot sauce is
Put the
right.
green sauce on it.
Chef Charlie's at work.
You can put it on the table. It'd probably be easier.
Also, fun fact, while Charlie's putting sauce on my pizza, 2 local boys watched her shower.
Okay, now watch me shower.
Y'all, it's so cold today. I'm just getting ready for bed. I'm gonna plug in my stuff. I think I just tripped the breaker. Overall, today was pretty fun. I'm still in high spirits. My knees are kind of killing me. They're kind of killing me since when we went downhill from Hotel Everest. I don't know, something happened. They aren't feeling great. But tomorrow we're going to Ding Buche. I think that's how you say it. And it's like I think it's like 7 hours, maybe 8-hour hike. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It's day 4. I'm packing up my stuff. We finally got a good view of the mountains. And now we're packing up. We're having breakfast. And then today, I believe it's like an 8-hour hike. And I'm feeling good. Like yesterday, my kneecaps were feeling a little iffy, but I'm feeling good. Just packing everything up. I had such a scary experience yesterday. I thought I would tell y'all. I wasn't going to tell y'all, but then I'm like, oh, we better tell the truth. We better be transparent. So our shower here randomly is like the only room out of everyone here that does not have hot water. So last night, blank and blank were like, oh, you could use our shower. And so I was like, yay. So I went in there. I walk in and there's like a bunch of toilet paper in their like toilet. And I click it to flush it and it almost overflows. And I go, they're gonna think it's me. They're gonna think it's me that plugged the toilet. And I start freaking out. I take my shower and then text. I'm like, it wasn't me. Trying to clear my name. I'm like, I did not clog your toilets. And then I go downstairs and we're like sitting by all each other, like for dinner. And I'm like this, just like this, like wondering if they're going to say something, but they hadn't seen my text yet. And so like 3 hours later, I'm like, did y'all see your phone? And they're like, oh, we know. Someone's blowing their nose and putting it in the like toilet and it clogged it. I was so scared though. I was like, I did not clog your toilet. I did not. Let's go get breakfast. So for cereal, we got corn flakes and then boiled powdered milk. I've never tried almond milk cereal. It's good. There's our yaks and our bags. We're just about to start to Ding Buche. It's gonna be mostly flat and then uphill at the end for like, wasn't it uphill for
An hour and a half.
hour and a half? I'm gonna be shredded when I get back, so expect some thirst traps. I think this yak's about to snap. Oh my gosh, Charlie, that's not a yak. That's not a yak, that's a bull. There's Everest. Yeah, right there. It's so flat, I just want to speed walk, but we're just having to keep pace with the dang yaks. Okay, right down there is where we're eating lunch, and then right up there is where we're staying for the day. We're just getting closer and closer to Everest. I'm so excited. Okay, we just barely figured out what was wrong with the Camelback. The whole thing was wired wrong, so now I may start drinking water. Day 4 in, sipping some water. Here's our spot for lunch, the Riverside Restaurant. This looks so good. Thank you.
Yummy.
Oh my goodness. That was the best freaking lunch I've had this whole trip. Maybe it was just so good. The rice was so good. The noodles were so good. And the honey, like lemon ginger tea was so good. For everyone wondering what the bathrooms look like. On the trek, here it is. Just a little hole in the ground, but this one kind of got a good view. It's a little river. The sound of the river kind of helped me pee. It's straight uphill for like 2 hours, and then we'll be at Ding Buche. And I'm so excited. I've been waiting to go uphill all day. Fun fact, but also sad fact, this kid that's a inside joke for our group, a rock fell down the hill and hit him, but he's alive.
We were glad about that.
Yeah, we were glad. He's in good health. We sat and talked with him, but
We did have a
he got hit by a rock.
Slight laugh.
Yeah. Oh, it was a decent sized boulder too, but on the bright side, If it wasn't him, it would have been me. I was right behind. Okay, we're heading into the monastery. You can't film in there. Okay, here's the entrance. How did they freaking build this? Like, y'all, we are so high up. Apparently there's like 30 monks here. I don't think I've ever seen a real monk until today.
Don't go near this black yak. I can't quite make out what this is.
Don't go near this black yak. Y'all, we found the black yak. Black yak meet and greet? Where's he going?
He said they finally opened up the gates to let me in.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
He's not paying. Look at the clouds blowing across. So we just got out of the monastery. It was so interesting. So I'm going to try and describe it since you couldn't take pictures in it. But you walk in and everything's like red and green pretty much. And they have mandalas all on top of the ceiling, all on all of the sides. And then there were all these robes, and the robes were like velvet with like a dark peach liner. It looked like so comfy. The robes look so comfy, and we had to take, oh my gosh, it's raining. We had to take off our shoes, and we just walked in. And I believe the monk was like reciting a prayer or a scripture, and he was reciting it in the middle, and then he would also collect everyone's tickets, the monk. And then someone's phone went off and the monk snapped his head around. But there was also the biggest statue of Buddha in the back, and there was like these like glass blown snakes and leaves. It was so cool. It was so intricate. I wish I could have taken a picture to show y'all. Maybe there's some on Google, but it was just so like beautiful. What did the yak do?
Well, you know, if you go close, they are not friendly. You know, they are not happy. So don't go close.
But especially that one.
Yeah, especially that one.
Oh.
Yeah, strong yak. Be careful.
Yeah, he looks mean. Yeah. Charlie, what did he say that the yak did?
Okay, he said a person from another company was up here, and he was teasing the yak and getting really close to it.
Yeah.
And so then the yak just came over and bulldozed him.
Bulldozed.
So then he had to get an emergency life flight helicopter here all the way back to Kathmandu.
Oh. Okay, now we're hiking to our tea house. It's so cold, but it's just downhill for 20 minutes. But our whole like scenery changed. Like all of the trees look different. It kind of feels like Narnia. Here's our place for the night. It actually looks so... That dog just spawned. We're in Deepening. This lodge is called the Rivendell. Isn't that Lord of the Rings? Okay. Here is our room for the night. As you can see, they just keep getting smaller and smaller. It looks cozy. I love the like artificial turf. So I got this solar panel that I've just attached to my backpack with a carabiner. It has like 4 panels, and I'm gonna have to use this to charge like my phone and my camera, because like here, power, you have to pay for it. Electricity, you gotta pay for it. So hopefully this will like save me some money. Okay, so for dinner, we got some Sherpa stew and then some French fries.
Me too, I liked it. It was so good.
Vegetable stew. It tastes really good though. Wish it was a little thicker. Good night, everyone. I just brushed my teeth. We got a communal bathroom. The lights are kind of flickering. Where did that come from? Hold up. This whole floor shares this one bathroom at the end of the hall. Get me out of this place. The power just shut off. What up, y'all? It's day 5 of the Everest Base Camp hike. It snowed overnight. There's snow literally everywhere. It looks really beautiful. Actually, I'm actually eating it up. A couple people were like, snow. I think it looks beautiful. So I think I pronounced some stuff wrong, but right now we're in like Dingboche, but it's spelled T-E-N-G Boche. And then today we're trekking to Dingboche. And they're kind of pronounced like the same way, like all the locals say it the same way, like Tingboche. And now we're going to Dingboche. That's our trek today. And then we have 2 days in Dingboche. All the yaks have like bells on it, and it feels like Christmas morning. While I've been out here though, admiring the snow, this guy said, oh, can you take my picture? And I said, sure. And I did a little photo shoot for him. And he was from India, and he said this is the first time he's ever seen snow in his life. And honestly, this would be like a top tier time to see snow for the first time. Okay, so for breakfast, we're eating corn flakes and oats. Thank you. That looks so good.
It's fry bread.
Oh my gosh, I'm about to go feral. Oh, this is what I've been craving. I put honey and butter and sugar on the scone. and we're gonna try it out.
I put honey, butter, and I sprinkled some sugar, and it tastes like a
This is the best thing. Best thing of the trip so far. What's this called? Scone?
Tibetan scone.
Tibetan scone.
Tibetan bread.
We have such a good view of Everest. We just crossed our first suspension bridge of the day, right there. And today has been by far the most beautiful. There's mountain goats on the mountain. Right there's the monastery we were at yesterday. Not sure if you can see it. Right there. This is so, like, y'all, it just keeps getting better and better. Like, I'm just staring. I keep tripping since I'm just staring at all the mountains in front of me. We're trying to look for a avalanche since apparently that's good luck. And if we don't find one soon, maybe I'll cause one. Okay, we're passing by some farmland. It's just so beautiful. The earrings look so good though.
I know.
Okay, we're walking to our lunch place. We just hit 4,000 meters. Feeling great, huh?
Feeling so good.
So good. Thank you.
Ramen.
Ooh.
It's ramen.
Is that bread in there?
Yeah.
With bread?
No eggs. Those are eggs.
This is an egg. 2.5 hour kind of uphill hike. Apparently it's supposed to be kind of easy. Food was delicious.
Okay. Jump, jump.
Okay, we're in our final strut to Dingboche. Okay, we just made it to our tea house. We're at a place called Hotel Mountain Paradise.
Oh.
Feels a little like a paradise. But I put in a little podcast for the last like 2 hours or whatever. It went by so quick. Like, it felt like 5 minutes to me, which may be a bad thing since I was looking forward to like unplugging, unwinding, and just like listening to my thoughts. But instead, I was listening to a podcast. Oh, zebra. Yeah. We were lucky enough to get our own bathrooms at this tea house. Usually you don't have like your own bathroom at this point. Usually you have like the communal bathroom, but this is the toilet right here. Here's the full bathroom. It's like a mint green, but I just want to show y'all how you flush the toilet when you're up this high. Okay, so here's the toilet. Imagine there's like a poop in there. So you take this bucket, and be careful not to cut yourself on it since it's rusty, and you pour it in there, and I'm guessing gravity flushes it. This is the top invention of the year. We put a yak poo in the fire. First course hot towels.
Thank you. Oh.
What are we supposed to do with them? Ow! Oh my god. I got a 3rd degree burn, I think. We got rice. We got that. How the heck did they make that chip? And then soup. Okay, we have to check our dang pulse and our oxygen levels like every night so they know we aren't ill. How do you turn this dang thing on?
How are you?
89,103. What up, y'all? It's day 6, and for breakfast today we got pancakes, porridge, honey lemon ginger tea. First time trying a Nepal pancake. Looks like a buttermilk. It tastes different, but it's good. That's not a normal pancake. Pretty good though. We're about to embark on a 2-hour straight uphill hike, and that's all we got today. And then we're probably just gonna sit around. It's an acclimatization. How do you say it? Acclimatization? Acclimatization hike to help with our lungs. I'm off to a rough start already this morning since I was peeing and someone walked in on me. It's all the yak poop they use for the fire.
Yeah.
Where? I see the one.
It's ready. It's not there.
Okay.
It's There.
Okay, that's where we're hiking. I'm kind of upset because this is only like a 2-hour hike, so I don't know what we'll even do to pass the dang time. So these stacked rocks everywhere are a sign of good luck, but we're also told like when it snows, these are trail markers, and there's a bunch of them all over. I kind of want to stack a little one on, but I know if I tip it, I wouldn't forgive myself. Okay, I'm gonna do it still. Too easy. Okay, it's 9:56 a.m. We're already done hiking for the day. Well, we have to hike down, I guess. We have to hike down. I wish we were hiking for at least like 3 more hours. Since I'm just gonna be bored.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ooh. It tastes kind of like a stir fry. It's way good though. The carrots are divine. Okay, so I thought I'd do like a little mid Everest Base Camp update. So today's our acclimatization day. Acclimatization. Acclimatization. I think that's how you say it. Acclimatization day. So today's our acclimatization day. Oh my gosh, why can't I say it? So today's our acclimatization day. So honestly, like it's been going pretty good for me personally. There's been people in our group that have been sick. There's people in our group that are getting like crazy headaches. People have been vomiting. People have just been exhausted. People haven't been sleeping well. People are taking like a bunch of stuff to try and just get like a wink of sleep. So it's been miserable for some people. I don't know what's going on, but I've been doing pretty good. My stomach hasn't really been bothering me. Literally at home, I think my stomach bothers me more than it has like during this trip. It's just been really fun. Like there's been a good variety of food. I feel like the biggest thing that makes me mad is like the breaks during the hikes. And I get like you have to stop so your like lungs get used to like the higher altitude. Like I get that, but honestly, I wish I was doing like 8-hour hikes, no breaks until the end of the day, like speed running it. I don't know. I think I'm just getting a little impatient because I'm so excited to actually make it to base camp. We make it to base camp in, I believe, 2 days from now, since we leave here and then go up there and then we go to base camp and then we come back and then we wake up at 1 a.m. and do this like crazy hike. And that day's allegedly like the hardest. Base camp and that day are the hardest. I don't know. I think I'm just antsy. This is like a really, really long trip. And I'm fortunate that I was in a position where I could take this trip. I had to do like a lot of stuff beforehand to make this possible. Like shout out my professors that helped me graduate early, since right when I get home from this trip I have to graduate. I get to graduate. I'm gonna get my dang degree. I don't know. I'm not sure what I was expecting. I don't know. I'm just glad my training worked out. I didn't really train. Honestly, this is me doing the Everest Base Camp trek without training really. Like all I did was the dang stair stepper. That's really all I did. I think I did like 1 hike, maybe 2 hikes that were just short little hikes. If you're thinking of doing a trek like this, do the dang stair stepper. Like honestly, maybe just do that. Like it's worked great for me. It's like it's stair stepper IRL. Like it feels like a video game. All of a sudden like my mind goes and I'm back at the gym just doing the stair stepper. But it's like stair stepper with panoramic views. Also, one thing I would suggest too, if you were doing this trip, is definitely get like all the meals included, since we got all our meals included with our like package that we did. The Sherpas go out of their way to find safe places where they prepare food in a way that's safe for Americans, and like have been doing a really good job at giving us a variety. Like we really haven't had too many repeats. One repeat is the freaking garlic soup that I hate, but that's like supposed to help combat altitude sickness, and I just freaking hate it. I hate it. It smells gross. I like look around while everyone's guzzling garlic and I'm like, ooh, yum, yum. You're gonna smell freaking bad. One thing that I am struggling with is I'm just not drinking water. Like I'm drinking like a little bit of water, but people in my group are drinking liters. You're supposed to drink like 2 to 3 liters a day. I'm gonna be taking I'm taking like 6 sips a day, and then I'm having like 5 cups of the lemon ginger honey tea. And I don't think that's healthy. I'm just hoping it doesn't catch up with me until the end of the trek, but I guess we'll see. I just hate water. I really do. I hate water, so I'm hoping it doesn't catch up with me. Like as of right now, it's been really fun. Morale in the group is like, it's okay. Some people are wanting to helicopter and get the heck off the mountain, but I'm just chipper. I'm just having fun. I'm just basically galloping. I got like the nickname metronome because people say like my footsteps are like a metronome, and some people have even said like they'll walk behind me and it's hypnotizing since my feet always land at the certain beat. And yeah, some like a lot of people have been saying, oh, I like to be behind you, and it helps me like go because I guess you just got a rhythm. We're just playing games today and just waiting for dinner. I don't like it. This is kind of a boring day. This is like one of those days where I just want to hike like 10 hours and be at base camp. That's not the right way to do things. So we're just playing some card games, and for supper we got rice, french fries, and momos again. And hopefully I'm gonna win this dang game. Good morning, everyone. We're having tortilla, egg, honey lemon ginger. It's day 7 of the Everest Base Camp trek. We're trekking to Lo Boche, and we're in Ding Boche. With a D, not a T-E-N. It's like a long hike today. It's probably like, how long did it say? 4 to 5? Why y'all cackling? 4 to 6. Well, we take a little longer than we probably should. 4 for me, 6 for everyone else. I'm in a good mood. I guess our next place we're staying has outdoor bathrooms, which like sounds okay, but I'm a little bit scared since last night I heard a freaking cat. Did y'all hear that cat? It was on the roof. I thought I heard it scratching. Like I heard this scratching thing, and I was so sure it was one of those. What's the mountain lions here called? I thought it was a snow leopard. Should I try it? I know what it's gonna taste like though.
Double thumbs up always.
Watch what happens when I spit. Okay, ready? Watch this. It's the little things. Okay, here we go. So I talked with our Sherpa, and I guess this place right here, all the yaks come, like 300 yaks come and live here in the summer and eat the grass. And then all the yak men live in these little houses. Just pulled up to lunch. We're in Tukla. It's been a lot harder today. Wouldn't you say? Like a lot harder. Short of breath, altitude. But the thing is, I'm still feeling silly. Are you, Charlie?
Always.
Yeah. All the Everest videos we saw, people just dropped their silliness like day 2. We still got it.
We still got it.
We got an abundance of silliness.
The higher you go, the sillier you'll show. That didn't make sense once we said it. We're getting our lunch. We got fried rice with chickpeas and then garlic noodle soup.
When you do this hike, bring soy sauce.
Or teriyaki.
You will thank me.
Bring anything, since some stuff like this garlic soup tastes like nothing. Just finished lunch, and now it's like uphill for 2 hours. We made it to the top of the mountain. People are singing back there. And this is a big like memorial site for a bunch of Sherpas and a bunch of explorers. There's all these different sites. So we're gonna go check some of them out. Here's today's crib. This will be my bed. As you can see, like As you get higher, they just get progressively smaller, progressively more cramped. And then this one doesn't even have a bathroom. The bathroom's like probably like a 2-minute walk. But I can't even look. I can't even fit under this dang door. Okay.
Yeah. We do have
They
a
just
toilet
pulled out
close,
popcorn.
and there's a West.
Don't know where it's from. Is it buttered?
We heavily salted it because there's no butter, but it still tastes
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, not again.
They've got them. They have to eat some.
Oh. Oh my gosh, how long was that there? Oh my gosh, I talked to so many people and that was right there. Good night, everyone. Tomorrow is Everest Base Camp. We're finally making it to base camp. It's been literal weeks, so I'm so excited for it. It's like a 9-hour hike tomorrow, and it's supposed to be super hard because it's super high elevation. Let's hope I get some sleep, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. What up, y'all? It's day 8 of the Everest Base Camp trek. Everyone woke up with like a crazy headache. I was up like all night. Oh my goodness, I'm out of breath. I was up all night. I was up all night because of my dang freaking headache. I don't know, maybe my beanie was squeezing out my brain. I'm not sure. I took off my beanie, it helped a little bit, but I have a pretty bad headache, so I'm not too happy. But we're finally making it to base camp today. We are going down and eating breakfast, and then we're hitting the road. Oh, it snowed a bunch. I've been hyping up my coat to everyone, so let's see if I get a little reaction when I go down. Breakfast today is porridge, and then I got some trail mix and mixed it in. And then we got 2 hard-boiled eggs, and then I got a Happy Feet cup with honey lemon ginger tea.
It does.
It looks like someone's vaping. I promise no one's smoking. We're outside waiting for everyone. Our Sherpa said, if you're ready, stand outside. My goodness, these birds are attacking us. What a fatty. What a dumb rule. Like, we're the first ones done and now we're freezing.
Yeah, maybe I'm not ready.
Yeah,
I know.
I think I'm about
I
to...
feel like I forgot something.
Yeah, hurry up, rest of our group. Here we go. Everyone's hiking straight up. It's basically straight up. It's kind of slippy, but we're making it work.
Yeah.
We're at a little break. How are we doing? How are we doing?
Awesome.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
Good.
Good?
So good.
So good. I'm doing so good too. These views are incredible. The only thing ruining it is the dang helicopters every second. Okay, fit check. I'm wearing what I wore every other day. I had that orange puffer on, but I got too dang hot.
I've worn this for 4 days in a row. Pants for 4 days in a row. I have new underwear and bra on today though.
Oh. Advice for packing. Come during a colder month so you can have more diversity in your outfits. Since I've maxed out my outfits and all my pictures are gonna look repetitive. You have any advice?
Bring sunglasses because it's really bright.
Yeah, for sure. And bring cool ones.
Salty snacks.
Absolutely not.
Snacks?
Salty?
Salt like Cheez-Its would hit.
Well, maybe if I was drinking water.
Goldfish would hit.
If I was drinking water, it would slap. But I'm not drinking water and salt's the last thing I want.
Bruh.
Right there is base camp. That's Everest Base Camp?
Yes.
No way. Oh, we could just jog over there. Traffic jam. Traffic jam.
I just kind of want to join in on it.
It's been really good visibility lately. Like we got the perfect day. We just got to go downhill. There's Square Ship right there. We'll get some lunch. We're feeling great. I'm feeling tired though. Woo! This is definitely the hardest day for sure. Full show. I'm just ready to get to workshop. I'm really hungry. All we had was that dang porridge. We're talking about how good peanut butter would be the whole way here. And we showed up, there's peanut butter on the dang table. And I think we're the only table that has it. So I think someone must have left it. Where'd it come from? My appetite's freaking gone and I got a headache, but I took a little pill. And hopefully it'll be gone soon. The sun's too bright and it gave me a freaking headache. They just brought out some soup and it's freaking ramen noodles and it's so good. Okay, we just finished lunch and this is our room for tonight. So we're in Gorkshep and we're going from here to base camp and then we're coming back here at night. So I just took out like a bunch of heavy stuff in my bag, made it a lot lighter and my headache's going away. I think it's honestly because this fanny pack was weighing so much because I had a huge like charger in it and it was like pulling on my freaking neck. But yeah, all I got in my bag is my big old puffer because I gotta have the puffer for the pictures. I gotta. And yeah, I think we're leaving pretty soon. Finally make it to base camp. Okay, we're about to go. Mingmar, our Sherpa, just took our room key because he's saying it's too heavy for us to carry. Don't know what that means. I'm kind of stressed. Okay, we got like 2 hours and then we'll be there. Okay, there's Everest right there. This is the best view we'll get. Like when you're at Everest Base Camp, you can't even see Everest. I don't know, it kind of looks shorter than some of these. Everest is the short king, I guess. Now we just walk across this ridge and then we're there. You ready, Charlie?
I'm so ready.
It's super muddy. All of our feet are caked with mud, but it's starting to get a little dry. You know that headache that I told y'all about? It's since my fanny pack was too heavy and was hanging on my neck. Once I like took some stuff out of my fanny pack and switched sides, headache gone. So now I'm thriving. I feel great. We did it!
We did it!
Finally. Here's the rest of the group. They're coming, they're coming. Okay, I'm going to change into my puffa because I bought it specifically for the photo shoot. Okay, this is the world famous Everest Rock. And now we gotta wait in that line to get a picture. But if you look up there, there's where all, like pretty much all the Everest Base Camp tents are. There's a couple right here. It's incredible.
Awesome! Okay.
Don't do that.
I don't know how I'm gonna get up there if I'm gonna be completely honest.
I need the scarf.
Well, we go up there with you video.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's on video, so you just press record. Harley.
You can end it now.
I don't have it. Will
taking
you
pics,
take
go.
this for him?
Me and Cam will be the last ones.
Yeah. Mom, when I go, will you take
Don't fall, that hurt. I'm gonna do a little compilation of everyone falling, since it's slippier than it looks. Oh, you ate that up, Charlie. Yeah, Charlie. I have to take a pee at the highest point in the world. This is so cool. There's so many people from different countries. That person's taking a picture with our flag. It's so cool. Everyone's all excited. We're doing photo shoots, of course. It was worth it. Hands down worth it. We got great weather. Okay, we're leaving Everest Base Camp. Our 50 minutes are up. They try and give you like 30 minutes if it's bad weather, 50 minutes if it's good weather. Now we're walking back to Gorikshep. What's up, y'all? Dinner time, and they brought out garlic soup. The one thing I will not eat, and I told him I won't eat it. I can't do it. I really can't do it. I've tried. I can't do it. It's too garlicky. Also, they got these heaters right here and right here, and our table's in the middle, and it's so hot, and I swear they're cooking us alive. Spaghetti! Spaghetti! Thank you. Wait, I've been waiting for this.
Apple! Where's that peanut butter?
Oh, dude. They're garlicky, since we think they cut them with the same knife, and it tastes like garlic soup. Garlicky apples. Okay, so you may be wondering what's going on now. Like, you hiked to Everest Base Camp, like what's going on now? So a couple different things are going on. First things first, 7 out of 10 of our group is helicoptering out of here tomorrow to Lukla and then back to Kathmandu. They're done. They're sick of it. They're like, we're too tired. We're too sick. We're ill. We're just not having fun. We're just done. We saw Everest Base Camp. We're done. We've had enough. But other people, such as myself, we have to hike down. But first things first, we got to hike at 4 a.m. It used to be 1 a.m. Now it's 4 a.m. And we're going to this peak where you get beautiful views, just 3 of us and our 2 guides. And then after that, we're hiking down to like some other town that we haven't been to since, we think you could go to this farther one since we're kind of speedy. We're the speedy group. So we're doing that. And then we're hiking to Namche after that. The ride's still going. The ride's not stopped. So stay tuned. Good night. I'll see y'all tomorrow. What's up, y'all? It's day 9 of the Everest Base Camp trek, even though we've already made it to base camp. And it's 4 a.m. and we're hiking to Kala Patthar for the sunrise views. Apparently it's like the best view of the whole trip. So this is freaking miserable. Hardest hike I've ever done. We're at 18,000 feet, right? 18,200 feet. And I've been nauseous this whole way. Should have brought a dang snack. Okay, we're officially at the top of Kala Patthar. My first peak ever. First time summiting ever. All light work. It's easy. Just kidding. Yeah, it's downhill from here. My fear of heights is acting up though. There's sheer cliffs on both sides. Will you hold this?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna touch the very top and then I'm done since this is freaking me out.
Good job, Ty. Bam!
Get me off this.
Oh! Ooh, okay.
We're frozen solid. I can't feel my dang fingertips at all. My lips were chapped for the picture, so I put on some chapstick and I couldn't feel my lips. I couldn't feel my fingers. I couldn't feel the chapstick. We ready to go down? I think so. Okay, good. Okay, we're heading down Kala Patthar. The biggest positive of this whole thing, we're acclimatized to, oh my goodness, 18,000 feet. So our hike down should feel like a walk in the park. We got such an advantage on the way back. We just made it down. It's almost 7 o'clock. We were expected down at 10 o'clock. So I don't know how we shaved off 3 hours, but we did. Oh, I thought that said Kiki Palmer. It says something else. But yeah, the other group that's flying out on the helicopter today is probably eating lunch. So maybe we'll get to join them before they take off. Okay, last breakfast with the full group. Porridge. Is my nose burnt? We thought we'd have a little bit of time to rest, but I guess not. We have like 10 minutes to pack up everything and go and start hiking again. There's all the people right there that are cutting the trek short, waiting for their helicopter. There's their helicopter. Okay, our Sherpa had to go to the bathroom, so we are now leading the pack for the first time. We got all the responsibility on our shoulders. We were just talking about how bad we want sandwiches, and they gave us sandwiches. Oh, the group's so bad. So bad. First sandwich in like 11 days, 11 days. This better be good. Is it yak cheese? Probably. Is there peanut butter in it?
I don't know. I'm pretty happy
It's so good. Finally. There's a storm rolling in. Kind of panicking. I've been in such a chipper mood, but if I get one drizzle on my head, I'll snap. We're walking in a cloud right now, and it feels like it's raining, but we think it's just the mist. I thought I just hallucinated someone. Oh my gosh, I swear I see. It's so like mystical. hiking for 16.1 miles now, and we just made it to our lodge. Thank you. Okay, we just got our tea house room. I got a double. My roommate's not here since they were on the helicopter. And yeah, this is where I'm gonna sleep. We were getting hot showers, which we do, but it's outside, so I don't think I'm gonna use it. We were told there was like power so we could charge our stuff. And there is, but you have to pay for it. So that's like every other place. What else were we told? Yeah, we were told free Wi-Fi, and there's not free Wi-Fi, but whatever. Okay, good night, everyone. It was a very eventful day. We just kind of hung out in the tea house for the rest of the night. It's my birthday tomorrow, like Nepal time, and there's like a 12-hour difference. I don't know if I'm celebrating. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm so tired. We gotta wake up at 7 a.m. to hike to Namche. It's gonna be like a 6 to 7 hour hike. We could probably cut it down to 5 since we're quick. Okay, so a little update of what's going on. My phone died. That's the first thing. We're here, our guide like gave us the menu and he's like, oh, do you guys want to order? And that hasn't happened this whole trip. And we're like, oh yeah, we want to order. So we placed our little order. Update on all the people that took the helicopter ride to Lukla, and they were hoping to fly from Lukla, well, drive from Ramachop 5 hours to Kathmandu. Like when we got here, the airport's been closed down for the past 2 days, no one in or out. Like we don't know what to do. We may have to get a helicopter from Lukla to Kathmandu. The other group's like figuring out what they're gonna do, but like we're kind of all stranded. Like the only positive with us is we have like 2 days for them to like figure it out. Like we can't be stranded since we can't miss our flights back home, so we're all like pretty stressed. Yeah, so I ordered ramen noodles with egg. We're just gonna have to hope everything works out. And then my birthday's tomorrow, but tomorrow's only I think it's 5 to 6 mile hike, and then we'll be in Namche Bazaar, which is a party. It's a party and a half. But it's gonna be like a weird birthday. Like I don't even know. It's gonna be a weird birthday either way. I don't know if we're gonna celebrate or I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay, bye. Oh, if I had $1 for every single time the power went out, oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, that scared me. It's day 10 of the Everest Base Camp trek. We ordered breakfast yesterday. We're finally getting a little say of what we want to eat. And we got, oh, Tibetan. That sounds right. Tibetan bread with an egg on top, lemon, ginger, honey. Everyone came up to me, all the Sherpas came up to me and shook my hand and said, happy birthday. Did they? Yes, I almost teared up. Okay, we're officially leaving Pongbochi, and then we're headed to Namche, and it's like a 5 to 6 hour hike. Up there is the temple we went to the one day, and then down there is Rivendell, where we stayed like 4 nights ago. Okay, we've done 6.2 miles so far. We skipped our lunch stop and we're just powering through to Namche. Weather's great. For some reason, I'm wearing my dang thermal and that's kind of ruining it, but we're speed walking. Those yaks down there just attacked us. Threw me against the wall. We're walking into Namche. Today was a rough day. It wasn't as bad as yesterday, but it was pretty rough. We haven't ate lunch yet, and so we're excited for that. And I'm excited for my birthday cake, if they give me one. Hotel Sherpaland. We made it! Thank you. Got a little Fanta. We walked a total of 10.6 miles. We got our hotel key, but things are falling. That is such a bad. Who told me? You said it was bad. Things are falling apart, so I'll update you in a bit. Got hash browns and an egg for lunch, but I guess the hash browns are curry flavored. But we aren't complaining. Everyone's scarfing it up. April's gonna get seconds, I think. Just got my room here in Namche. Got another Fanta. I was just about to take a shower, and look, there's this sheer curtain right here, and there's all these people like eating out there. If I'm naked, they can definitely see me. They really can, so I don't know what to do. But I gotta give y'all an update of what the heck's going on. It's like a mess. So basically, to get out of here, you go to Lukla and then you fly to Ramchap. And then from there, you take the 5-hour drive to Kathmandu. And they do this during busy season. Like usually it's Kathmandu to Lukla. Like Ramachop you have to go to since it's peak season. The Ramachop airport is like closed. Something's up with the weather. There's no flights going in, no flights going out. And it's been this way for 3 days now. So 3 days worth of people are stuck there. Like stuck. They can't leave. People are like, there's literally people there that need like medical attention. Like they can't get out since they won't fly because of the weather. Like we're trying to figure out like, oh my gosh, what do we do? Like we don't want to hike there and like be stuck there too. You know what I mean? Our guide's trying to figure out like, is it a better idea to fly from here, Namche Bazaar, fly here to Kathmandu and just like avoid Lukla altogether since we don't want to add. There's already 3 days worth of people that are there that are trying to get out. So yeah, we're kind of freaking out. And we've been hiking so much, like literally 10 miles today, 17 miles yesterday. I can barely freaking walk. And I could, like, literally I could finish this whole trek. I don't want to be stuck at that airport. I don't, since we were stuck there for hours and hours with the people that were stuck there the day before when we flew here. We wouldn't be on a flight for like 3 or 4 days and it could keep getting worse. So yeah, we're all freaking out. Tensions are really high. But it's also my birthday. My one birthday wish is that I don't miss my international flights and that I'm not stuck here, but we'll see. Actually, I wouldn't mind being stuck here. Like, lovely place, but also I would miss my college graduation if I don't get this flight. So we're gonna figure out what's going on with the helicopter at dinner, our guide says. I don't know why he's holding it until dinner. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Okay, first shower in like 6 days. Also, I took off my beanie. Yikes. Just got out of the shower. I'm feeling clean. It's been so long since I've showered. When I was shampooing my hair, chunks of hair were falling out, so that was kind of weird. Freshly showered and stuff, we're going to go explore town. I want to try this chocolate carrot cake. Apparently it's the best. Yeah, I think we're going to do a little shopping. We still don't know about the helicopter, which is stressful. Also, this was kind of interesting though, but our guide have been so like appreciative that we didn't helicopter out like right after base camp, since I guess like 70% of people usually do it. It makes their life easier or something since they're with you, and when you leave early, they still have to manage you and make sure you're okay. So, and also our Sherpa came over like right after lunch and hyped us up. They're like, y'all are so fit, y'all are so strong. And we were saying, we don't want to go early. Like we don't want to fly a helicopter from here. We want to finish the trek. And he says, I know you do, but you don't want to be stuck in that. And like, I know you're capable of it since you're fit. And like right after he said that, me, like Chris and April, we're all like looking around at the table like this. Let's go do some shopping. B-Day shopping. B-Day shopping haul? Probably not, but we'll see. Okay, I just got news about what's going on tomorrow. So everyone get ready. Drum roll, please. Okay, so I just heard back and they said that they are picking us up here in a helicopter tomorrow. And then we're flying to Lukla and picking up Brooklyn and Dakota. Oh! That's crazy. We're headed to my birthday party.
Oh, yeah! To you. Happy birthday to you.
Here we go, trying the cake. That's so good.
It's so good? So nice. Are you gonna give it a rating?
Oh, 10.
Very nice.
Oh my god.
Right here.
For the birthday boy.
What up, y'all? I'm gonna catch you up with what's going on. So basically, we got ourselves a helicopter. It was $700, and the prices for helicopters keep going up and up. It's a freaking mess. Like, it's a freaking mess, but we got a helicopter. Hopefully it's gonna work out, but we are flying from Namche to Lukla, and then once we get to Lukla, the helicopter is going back and doing an emergency rescue, then coming back to Lukla, we're gonna pick up Brooklyn and Dakota, who have been stranded there for like 2 days now, and then we're all flying to Kathmandu. That's the plan right now. Helicopter leaves at 8 a.m. We're eating breakfast at 7 a.m. I have to be completely packed and ready. And this is like our one shot out. If we don't, then we're gonna be stuck in Lukla for like 5 days. So we're all freaking stressed. I'm gonna go to bed. I got a headache thinking about this stuff, but ooh. Okay, I'm gonna do my best to fill y'all in with everything that's happening. It's gotten like a little intense. So basically, no flights got out of Lukla today or the day before or the day before. So there, it's like flooded with people. No one can leave. Our Sherpa said he thinks it's gonna get worse. Like there's a lot of pollution. The planes don't have visibility, so we had to act quick. So we think we found a helicopter that's gonna pick us up at 8 a.m. and fly us to Lukla, and then we're picking up 2 people from our group that are stranded there and are stuck and can't get out. So we're gonna pick them up. Well, first we land, and then the helicopter does a rescue mission and then comes back. Then we're picking them up and then flying to Kathmandu if everything goes good. Our friend, like my friend Charlie said, don't go to Lukla. It's like flooded with people and no one can get out since they aren't flying the planes. So it's like a very scary situation. We're hoping we get out. If we don't helicopter out, we could be stuck in Lukla for like 4 to 5 days because of how many people are waiting for their flights. So I have to pack up and be ready. Breakfast at 7, helicopter at 8. It's been a good birthday, but it's kind of been a stressful one too. Starting off 22, feeling stressed. It's day 11 of the Everest Base Camp trek. We are going downstairs to eat some breakfast, and then we are hopping on our helicopter, hopefully. Okay, we're running to the helicopter place. Last good luck for the helicopter. Oh,
This is not us.
not us. This helicopter's actually ours. Oh, it's yellow. Okay, we have 2 hours left until the helicopter is allegedly coming. Brooklyn and Dakota have been here for 3 days, just waiting here and waiting, and no luck. We're hoping we get out in 2 hours, but if we don't get out at 12, it's probably gonna be a day.
You gotta push down a tooth.
One time?
Just one tooth. Oh my god! You just don't know which one it's gonna be. Oh, he did okay. He did okay. You wanna try again?
Oh my gosh, what do I do? Oh my gosh. I almost got stampeded. Oh, we didn't even have to wait.
Can we take a quick selfie?
I think we all get headsets, don't we?
I'm just a little worried because Camry said it got hot.
There are 2 exits from the plane.
Okay, we are officially on the helicopter. Woohoo!
It doesn't say. It's a rudder. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Well, not really. Changes pictures of the tail rotor. So. Okay. Yeah. Sit back, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to take our flight. Okay. What's new?
Never what you want to hear. Straight out of the movie.
When your phone's not working, you just turn it off and turn it back on again. Oop.
That's a good sign.
Okay, we are safe at the hotel. Charlie and Camry just surprised me with party snacks, Pringles, Kit Kat, banana milk, and Fanta for my birthday. Like a little late birthday present, and I'm gonna hit the shower. Well, I guess I showered yesterday. I don't know, this feels like a real shower. The other one didn't. And then we're going somewhere to eat. I don't know where yet. I don't know where we're going, but I guess this is the conclusion of my Everest Base Camp trek. So now that I've completed the Everest Base Camp trek, I thought I should share some of the wisdom, some of the stuff I learned to help y'all if y'all ever want to do something like this. No one in our group took Diamox. A lot of people say take Diamox before you do the hike. We bought Diamox, but then our Sherpa said, don't take it. It doesn't really work. And so we're like, okay, well, he probably knows what he's saying. So we didn't take it, and our full group made it to Everest Base Camp. So that's the first word of advice. Let's sit down this phone and tell you some more. Let's think some little words of advice that I Like, I know now that I think y'all should know. So number one word of advice is if you're going to do this trek, do it probably with a guide. Do it with a Sherpa, maybe do it with a tour group. I think we would have been stuck at that airport, like both times. I think we would have been stuck for days. Since both times our Sherpa talked with people he knew and made it happen, made us get on those planes, made us get on the helicopter home. If you don't have a guide, you have a very good chance at getting stranded when there's these kind of things. Number two, like maybe try and avoid Ramachop altogether, maybe helicopter in. That's honestly what I think. I guess it depends when you go. Depending on the season, there's different build up. Yeah, like when it gets backed up, like today, I think they only had a couple flights, like maybe 4 flights. So now they're backed up like 4 days, maybe even 5 days. I'm not even sure. Be careful. Another word of advice, do the Stairmaster. Turned out to be the best workout of the whole thing. Like it's literally stair steppers in real life. That's what I kept thinking. Another thing is like be ready to eat a lot of TyBott, a lot of rice, a lot of food that you may not like, but I found that even if I didn't like it and ate like all of it, it really did help me like stay powered for the whole hike, the whole trek. And what else? I guess be ready to smell gross. Be ready to not shower for a lot. I don't know, it's like all mental. The trek's mental, how you feel is mental. Make sure you do your acclimatization days. I don't know how to freaking say that word still. I don't. Be sure and do those. No one in our group had altitude sickness. Every other group we heard, like I think every other group, people were getting helicoptered out since they were sick. So take that with a grain of salt. Don't eat the eggs at Ramachop. One person in our group like threw up 7 times. But there's your words of advice. Overall, the Everest Base Camp trek was a blast. I loved it. It was hard, but it was great. Like hardest hike I've ever done in my life, especially Kala Patthar. That hike was so hard, and it makes sense too since it's 18,300 feet or something like that. Like it was hard, but it was worth it. Like I would do this trip again, but I would do this trip again maybe in like 5 years so I could forget about like certain bad things. But overall, like it was good. I'm feeling healthy. I looked in the mirror, 6-pack. Thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below where I should travel next. Maybe I'm starting my little travel journey. First time out of the country, Nepal. Where should I go next? But I'll see y'all next time. Bye.